I need ammo. Thanks. Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted. Let's go. Follow me. Thanks. go. I'm a medic. I need ammo. Dynamite planted. Affirmative. Dynamite defused. Let's go. Affirmative. All clear. 2 minutes to get out of there, soldier. Move it! Sorry. Affirmative. Seconds. Let's go. Incoming.
Headline news. Heavy German bombers directed a large-scale attack against Portsmouth. The new German blitz attacks are more nerve-wracking than the bombardments of 1940 and 1941, writes Newsweek. Field Marshal Rommel is again on the French west coast on a tour of inspection. Steer states that the man in the street doubts the results of the British and American air raid. Field Marshal Einstein indicated that in the event of an invasion, Germany would be in a position to deal out heavy counter-blows.
Was ist unser heutiges Deutschland? Nicht wieder schön, indem ich euch ihre Blicke weisig. Mein Lebenskampf ist nicht umsonst.
Affirmative. On my way.
Fire!
Tonight, das Team Sportscast Network presents Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
On the eve of this great adventure, I send my best wishes to every soldier in the Allied team. To us is given the honor of striking a blow for freedom which will live in history. And in the better days that lie ahead, men will speak with pride of our doings. We have a great and a righteous cause. With stout hearts and with enthusiasm for the contest, let us go forward to victory.
TSN, we're back. This is Warwitch, and I should have Coldshot with me for the continuing struggle of Paradigm Shift and S62. Coldshot, are you there?
Yes, I am, Warwitch. Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear. I'll wait for you to say that I am, and then I've got a little news to share with everybody.
Okay, well, you know, you're coming in a little bit quiet, just a touch quiet in this slightly delayed extravaganza, but if you can boost yourself maybe a touch, we'd be good to go.
Let's see. Oh, this is getting really loud. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. 1 second. I'm going to get really soft here for a second.
Okay. Just the way we like you, Coldshot. Nice.
Alright, there we go. How about that?
That's good.
Any better?
That's good.
Alright. Alright, check. Alright, a little bit of news. Apparently there's some stuff going on as far as routing through Dallas. Being told the professionals and the doctors might not even be able to get the match going tonight. So they might end up rescheduling, which will work out in everybody's favor. They'll be able to get shoutcasted, and we'll be able to cover the action for you on them, whatever night they decide to do it on. Being told we have 3 matches tomorrow night. Gonna have to jump back into IRC, give you guys a quick update on what those are all about. Let's take a look. Thursday, we have Krieg versus Silent Service. That one's going to be at 11 p.m. Odds are I might be announcing that one. I'm not sure. Don't know who we have scheduled on that one just yet. You yourself, you crazy maniac, got a little doubleheader going on as you have Empire versus Spannung at 11. And you also have Gibbering Idiots versus Wolfenmortar at 9 p.m. So you're going to be working a little overtime.
Well, those are some games that I'm really looking forward to. It's basically took some time off work today. I decided to work the day shift instead of night so I could actually shoutcast this evening. And it looks like the game is actually going to start here in about 35 seconds. So here's the deal. We're going to get the game underway and continue the assault. Paradigm Shift versus S62. Now, Coldshot, I'll let you take things away. I've got my playlist to organize here, having just hopped on the host. But this is basically set number 2. Or you know, round 1 set, or set number 1, round 2. That's what I'm saying. The score right now, 1-0 in favor of Paradigm Shift. So with that said, Coldshot, back to you.
Well, back in 7 seconds left to go. It is 1-0 Paradigm Shift right now. Submarine is the map, boys and girls. That's right. It is a quick one. As we are underway, it is 12 minutes for the round. As we take a quick look on who all is in here, we got S62 on the Axis side. So they'll be defending. Paradigm Shift will be setting the clock, so to speak. We've got Bloodiness, Gunga D, that's right, the U-Man himself, Darkstar, Captain Boxman, Mech Doubles, and Phantom in here. Dynamite has been planted at the storage door duel. There we go. Wow, another brain fart. It's just going to happen all night long. As we've got some more dynamite being planted. Double plant at the door, going to make sure that door gets blown up. Warwitch, how's the Paradigm Shift team doing?
Well, things are looking pretty good. Keep in mind out there, S62 is on the Axis defense. Paradigm Shift is now on the Allies. They are going to try once again to plant the dynamite and set the tone for the clock. Now, the Allies have breached the sub area. That means Paradigm Shift coming in full force. 7-man assault squad. And here we go. Incoming Ally. There's the explosion, sending several Axis bodies flying into the water. And the carnage ensues right there on the corridor as Justice, a medic for Paradigm Shift, goes between the structures. And it looks like they've got a double dynamite plant already. Paradigm Shift with a double plant Coldshot. Do you have a lock in the action?
We do have a double plant. We have one on the side of the boat. We had a little underwater battle going on. That's right, these guys thinking they're Marines. As we had one of the Allied, the Axis players, S62, he was in the water basically knifing the engineers, but there's too many of them, as they were able to get the dynamite planted. And I do believe they are going to go off here very shortly. We do not see anybody around here. And we do have a record. This is guaranteed brand new record. 1 minute, 41 seconds. Paradigm Shift, outstanding time.
A very outstanding time indeed. And now what that means, Coldshot, they're going to get another point unless S62 can beat that time. Now, I can tell you what, that is not going to be easy, and we're going to find out if they can do that here in just a moment. I'm going to be shifting over. We'll be back in about, 60 seconds to continue this ongoing struggle here. Stick around, TSN Primetime. Coldshot, Warwitch.
Where I was, it wasn't too bad getting ashore. After that it started. We had to fight for every bloody field. It was the same each time. Crawl on your belly, keeping your backside down like you'd been told, chuck in a few hand grenades, then rush them. Sometimes they killed us, but we were killing more of them. The trickiest part was the farms. They were regular little jerry fortresses. If we couldn't manage them on our own, then we'd have to wait while the company commander called back for artillery support. The Navy was still with us too, chucking in shells ahead of us. In 3 days we advanced 7 miles. Then we were told to stand fast and dig in. Next morning we heard the news. We got it from the BBC. It sounded great. We'd joined up all along the bridgehead. There was a solid line, 45 miles of it. We'd got a foothold. We were in.
TSN.
There is sauerkraut in mein Lederhose.
Here, on TSN.
Coldshot back. Good to go. My name is Warwitch, and here's the rundown for you. Take a note. What was the time again, Coldshot, that they planted that dynamite and sunk that sub? What was the time? 1:41? Something outrageous?
1:41. 1:41. Under 2 minutes. That's right. Just an incredible time on that one. So far, we got a leader. 1:41 is That's just incredibly quick. I mean, I know a lot of women that would be disappointed with a 141 time. But here in Wolfenstein, it is important to be as fast as you can.
That's right.
As we do have 86 seconds to go. Good luck being exchanged. S62 is going to have 1 minute and 41 seconds to get that dynamite planted and the boat sunk, so to speak. And Warwitch, it's been a fun evening, interesting evening.
It has been an a very interesting evening, very hectic thus far, and you need to bump up your mic volume just a touch. You are a little bit quiet, Coldshot, and you know, whilst you're doing that, I'll just kind of ramble on. A little mic test with you and find out if we can't get you a little bit higher.
I'm cranked now, buddy. There is something else I can do. Is this still too low?
You get a little bit drowned out by the artillery fire, the machine guns. I can hear you. I can hear you, but I don't want to lose you in the war. You're my allied commander, side by side.
All right, how's this?
Jesus, God. Much louder. Just back the mic up a little bit, and the voice of God speaks. Wow.
I am Coldshot, the god of Wolfenstein.
That is much louder. Well, that works.
Now I think you need to turn me down now.
Oh. I'll tell you what, move your mic just away from your mouth, because the game is starting. 3 seconds, Coldshot, and here's the deal for you. 140 on the clock, that's right. The one, the only S62 have got to beat this time, and we're going to find out, Coldshot, if they can do that right now. I'm tracking down S62 Darkstar, following in the engineer Gunga D. We're going to find out just how quickly they can get this job done. They are now entering the ducts, and they are making their way to the objective. They're probably going to try to sneak in underside, and he is taken out by a Panzerfaust. It looks like Damaja from the Paradigm Shift team is the one that Panzerfaust the incoming allies, but we do have a dynamite plant. Do you have a lock on what's going on?
No, I do not. I'm just kind of sitting back and waiting by the boat to see if I see any of these guys come running about, because that's the important part, is the boat. We're gonna wait and see if any of these S62 guys take the undercarriageway, so to speak, the swim route overall. And I've yet to see any of them just yet come through here. As dynamite has been disarmed, an Axis engineer disarmed the dynamite, and that had to have been by the door, because right now I do not see any Allied players in the boat area whatsoever. 30 seconds left to go. This is going to be another mark for Paradigm Shift. Going to bring them up 2-0 on this one, and then S62 is going to have a chance to set the clock with a full 12-minute clock there. Warwitch.
What a dreadful situation that S62 is in. The Axis defense iron hard, the black flag of Nazi tyranny flying high tonight. The fear is pleased once again because the dynamite's planted and then defused. The Allied team, S62, do not even get within the U-boat sub-area, and that's it. The Axis take the win, Coldshot, in another victory right there. Another point for the Paradigm Shift. What a show of force.
That 1 minute 41 seconds is just an outstanding time to set. I mean, there's a lot of really good teams that are going to have a hard time beating that time. It's just an outstanding time, and this is really gonna show the muster here as far as S62. They're going to need to get the clock set on this time around. If not, you can pretty much just hang it up, and they'll be out of BoB for the night, or for the remainder of the event, and Paradigm Shift's going to move on to the 8 that are left. As you know, it's amazing some of the stuff that goes on and the luck we have, and we get to see some amazing things like the 141 as far as the time set.
We truly do, and we're going to talk more about that in just a moment. Another Allied war report incoming to the TSN War Room. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Slowly but surely, the bad news from overseas improved. As America's industrial war machine supplied the materials, Allied troops began to turn the tide of war. By 1943, plans were underway for an all-out invasion of Nazi-held lands on the European continent. Allied planes made bombing runs that saturated Germany, Austria, and occupied France, smashing cities, destroying factories, railroads, canals, U-boat holding pens, and over 100 other targets.
RTCW.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Here on TSN.
TSN Team Sportscast Network, Coldshot and Warwitch, your elite tag team of Axis Shoutcasters, bring you the action tonight as the game is underway. One more time, scores now 2-0 in favor of Paradigm Shift, and now Paradigm Shift take the Axis of Evil defense against the incoming allies, S62. Coldshot, pick up the fun as we carry on this mission of glory tonight on TSN.
Well, we're underway. 12 minutes on the clock. We've got Paradigm Shift on the defense, S62 on the offense of the Allied side. They're going to have to set the clock this time around if they want to get anything done. It's just going to be a pain in the butt. Paradigm Shift's defense, just outstanding. They had the four corners basically going on the first time that they defended. So we shall see if they do the same thing. They had a nice little setup overall, as they do have the top and bottom covered, as we're going to check the water for any incoming Allied players. I've yet to see any come that way. But we do have a couple on the deck, and that is the Bulls, who gets taken...
Lost you on the buddy phone situation, so I'm going to carry over. Sorry, Coldshot, lost you on buddy phone there briefly. Did not mean to talk over you. We've got an engineering plant. A dynamite is now currently planted. Grenades are exploding. The U-boat is in danger. Here comes Bounce. Engineer, he's taken out. This could be a point that we are looking for. S62 has got a plant. Incoming engineers are trying to rush over. They're trying to revive the engineer. And they're going to defuse the dynamite in the nick of time. The dynamite is defused, and just as it is defused, 3 of the bodies, 2 medics, and the engineer for the Axis team go up in flames. Another attempted dynamite plant right there, but he is taken out by Casbah. And we've got another plant, Coldshot. You pick up the action on the front side of the U-boat.
Dynamite plant.
Checking back with Coldshot. I think we may have lost him. I'm going to disconnect from buddy phone shortly and get back in game. We're going to try to get back with Coldshot here in just a moment. Lots of action, and the Allied team are going to take it down with the time. The clock is now set at 2:20. S62 come back from nowhere and are able to sink the sub. We are now in round number 3. The clock is set at 2:62 in round 3. This could be a potential point right here to bring the S62 team back into the game. Now let me try to fetch Coldshot. I'll be back in just a moment.
The Battle of Normandy storms ahead. American forces have cut a wide path from coast to coast across the Cherbourg Peninsula. The feat of putting ashore a highly mechanized army is stupendous beyond anything in the history of warfare. American troops stream to the battlefield. Fleets of tanks and guns and transport of all kinds continue to pour across the channel, virtually unmolested. The conquest of Cherbourg Peninsula is up to the highest expectations. Huge pontoons help swarms of trucks move to their assignments ashore. Shifting beaches are transformed into solid roads by steel runways. Allied ingenuity has created a port where none existed before.
Well, you can hear the ringing. Coldshot is dead. He has been killed by an Axis sniper, no doubt. We're going to have to drop Coldshot and head back in game. Thankfully, Air Warwitch knows how to solo Shoutcast, and I'll bring you the action. Let's go ahead and float around the Axis submarine here. Turn down my in-game sounds just a touch. Welcome you back to the fun. Do not want to join a team. That would be a mistake. Here's the rundown for you. Paradigm Shift versus S62 in a slightly delayed and somewhat buggy match tonight. 2 very quick points for Paradigm Shift. It looked like they had the game in their control. However, out of nowhere, S62 on the attack with 2:62 on the clock, or 2, I believe, 2:62 or 2:42, can't quite read my notes, on the clock, are able to plant the dynamite. Now, there's 1:39 remaining. Paradigm Shift need to plant the dynamite. If they can do so within that clock time period, they are going to be able to score a point. It'll be 3-0, and it will be their game. If not, then S62 is in the running for a tie. Incoming Axis. There's Dread, Paradigm Shift Engineer. He's got the plant. He has got the plant. The dynamite is now located on the submarine with 116 remaining. This could be what we're looking for right here. If the S-62 does not disarm this, it is game over. Incoming Engineer, there's Swoosh. Coming down, he cannot find it. And another plant, that's gonna be it. Swoosh is gonna get taken down. Machine gun down, and oh, I was getting a little confused. 3 sets of dynamite have been planted right there. Swoosh, Paradigm Shift, boom! And the Allies successfully beat the clock. Das Boot is over. Das Boot is sunk. 3-0 in favor of Paradigm Shift. Game is over. Good games to both teams. Paradigm Shift take the win and advance to round 5. TSN primetime fun going to be happening next week, but guess what? Show ain't over tonight. I'll be back here in just a moment to let you know exactly what's going down. TSN, stick around.
It was over. I mean, it was quiet, as if nothing had happened. The beach was not any general's business. They had no say. None whatsoever. It would have made no difference who commanded us in those first hours. None. But there was something about it. The essential feeling of being there on that beach.
Very glad to have had you dialed in tonight in a roller coaster of shoutcasting fun. Initially hosted by Coldshot, Paradigm Shift versus S-62 met Allied artillery, and the game was delayed. But we persevered. We fought through the carnage. Coldshot dropped a casualty of war. No doubt shot down by a sniper. Saw him fall next to me. What a shame. Battle continued. Solo action. Warwitch alone, covered in the blood of the once drunken Coldshot. Paradigm Shift. 3-0, game over, sunk the sub, and in just an amazing show of force, S-62 came back, and they were going to try to tie that game. 2-6-2, 2-4-2, a difference of 20 seconds on the clock. But Paradigm Shift said, we can beat that time. Their attack was made, and they beat the time. They're going to take the win round 5. For them. Next week you're going to be seeing them in action Tuesday, Thursday, etc. But tonight we've got some more fun for you. Abuse versus Affliction, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. This here's going to be the world's shortest recording, and I'll be disconnecting here in just a moment in order to preserve the quality of this recording for our War Room engineers. You can find the recording when our website comes back up, www.tsncentral.com. Stay tuned with me, Warwitch, and hopefully Coldshot, as we bring you Abuse versus Affliction here on TSN.